The final match here of the day. It's the one you've been waiting for. Whitecaps FC taking on CF Montreal. It's the senior girls here in the National Development Center competition. We saw a fantastic game between the junior sides of these two teams here earlier this afternoon. Draw in that one. A 3-goal flurry to finish off the first half, and then it was deadlocked in the second half. Do my best here. My name's Pierce Lang. I'm going to try and keep you in the loop. Montreal trying to work their way out of their own end, and this is number 11 Nora Bell to Paddock. Montreal trying to work their way out of their own end. Paddock giving it to Taylor, and Bell put it into the middle. Montreal coming away with it. This is Océane Blouin giving it up for Van Duisburg, and the ball bouncing around the top of the 18, and the Whitecaps will send it back to their keeper, Vanier. Sydney Vanier, we're number 1. Ball popped up into the air off the boot of Medley, and unable to keep that in is Océan Blouin. Montreal trying to play the ball out of the back. Rose Proteau giving it to the keeper, Kellyanne Dumas. Rose Proteau with it once more. Ball brought down here by Blouin. Pushed out wide for number 3. We've got a slight change in our lineup here. I've got someone in there that's not on my list. Sincerest of apologies. I don't need clarification on that because I don't have a 3 on their roster either. Ball into the box, and that's headed just over the goal by Amy Medley. Oh, that's Savannah Chanil. We have her listed as 23 here. Sincerest of apologies, friends. 19 in blue is Joelle Bader. Ball cleared from danger there by Sammy Reimer. Either that's the end of the world or a plane going overhead. Common here out by the airport, 4 planes to go over, and it looks like that is in fact the case. And you're giving it over to, or sorry, Dumas giving it over to Coleman. Our first goal of the game. Whitecaps getting themselves on the board here. 7th minute of play. Confirmation coming here for you in just a moment. Looks as though it's number 5 in navy blue. That's Quinn Johnson. So it's 1-0 Whitecaps. Ball through here for Hossein Sokou. That'll be saved by Sydney Venier in goal for the Whitecaps. So Quinn Johnson with the early goal in the 7th minute of play to get us started here. Take this opportunity to tell you who's out there. How about that? I was busy trying to update the notes here and totally slipped my mind. Ball into the box. Offside's going to be the call regardless. So yeah, up top for the Whitecaps, number 10 is Jade Mitchell. To her left is Abby Anderson, and on the right is Paddock. Quinn Johnson, the goal scorer. Number 5 is the top of the arrow in the midfield. 19 is Joelle Bader, and number 8 on the right will be Chloe Taylor in the holding role. Across the back line, number 6 is Sammy Reimer with number 18, Tora Betteridge. Number 11 here is Nora Bell. And Taya Mason with the ball now pushing it forward for Taylor. Out of her net is Kellyanne Dumas for CF Montreal. In front of her, going left to right across her back line, is Amy Medley. Wearing number 28-15 is Rose Proto, and number 6, Yasmine Descombe. Ball played back to the keeper there by Nora Bell, or escorted back at least. Across the mid for Montreal is going to be number 3, Savannah Chanel. Number 45, Marika Kreger. Number 8, Marianne Van Duisburg. Number 12, Marika Martineau. Top of this 3-4-3, or 3-4-2-1 if you will, is going to be Hossein Sokou. On the left, Océane Bloulin, wearing number 18, or Blouin. And number 31, Noreen Tuhoff, wearing number 31. Now you're all up to date, friends. Sorry for the delay on that. Another big save there by Dumas. Montreal trying the diagonal ball to Savannah Chanel. Taylor trying to get the ball to Nora Bell, and she let it go underneath her foot. This is Medellin playing it into the middle for Proto. Descombe giving it back to Proto. Van Duisburg getting it out onto the wing, and Montreal will reset with it through the middle once again. Turning on that is Marika Kreger. Kreger is going to get it out onto the wing. This is Van Duisburg, I believe. No, it's Martineau. Bell getting ahead to that ball, and it's played forward by Medellin once more. This is Chanel out for Medellin. This is Bell. Bell turning on it quickly. Going back to the keeper, Sydney Vanier. Ball played up by Tora Betteridge. Stepping into that one's number 12, Martineau, and that'll be out for a Whitecaps throw. Whitecaps wearing those 50th anniversary jerseys. Long storied history with that club. Proud to say I was the halftime MC for the club when they were back in the 2nd division. How about that? It was a fun little gig for a summer. Sydney Vanier rolling it out to Tora Betteridge. Ball through the middle. Montreal all over that. This is Medellin. Medellin playing it back for Dumas. Rose Proto. Proto with it once more. They're trying to draw the Whitecaps forward and create some space. Van Duisburg back for Descombe. You can see how the Whitecaps are more than willing to wait inside their own side of half, and that ball out off the boot of Kreger. Or actually, that's Blouin. Nora Bell to put it back into play. Played back for Betteridge. She'll get it out onto the wing for Reimer. Reimer charging up that left side. Slips a pass through. Running onto this is Abby Anderson. Anderson with it down in the corner, trying to get around the defender, and She stood up by Marika Martineau. Bader playing it back for Betteridge. The captain, Mason. She'll utilize the keeper, and the Whitecaps will reset here. Betteridge out onto the wing. Mitchell giving chase as it's played through the middle. Marika Kreger is going to send it back to Proteau. Medley. Pressure coming here from Paddock. Good work there from Quinn Johnson, trying to win the ball back from the Montreal back line, very deep in their own end. Paddock. This is Chanel. Dumas lumping a ball up towards half, and that's going to go out for a Whitecaps throw. Ball played back to Betteridge. She's going to lose out. This is Noreen Tuhoff getting it into the middle, and it's Mason turning it back the other way. Taylor caught up in the middle. Bodies just flying around here the last couple trips into the Whitecaps end, and both players will be helped up to their feet. Nobody hurt there. That's good to see as Luann rises up, and I think that was Johnson. Oh, lovely little move there by Bianca Paddock to give herself some space here on the right side. She tries to cut in on Proteau, and Montreal come away with it. Kreger getting it into the middle, turning on it is Van Duisburg. Out onto the wing for Decombe. Van Duisburg turning. She saw Kreger making the run and just mistimed the pass. This is Mitchell turning. Mitchell getting the pass in behind Abby Anderson. Anderson giving chase as Decombe gives it back to Van Duisburg, and they'll reset through the keeper. Kreger back for Proteau. Montreal letting the Whitecaps come forward and create pockets of space, but Paddock picks the ball off, and a shot in towards goal off the boot of Jade Mitchell, and that would have been into the bleachers if we were outside. Ball lofted over the top for Van Duisburg, and Paddock's going to get in on this one. Fakes a shot, cuts back, left-footed ball into the top of the box. Chance here for Jade Mitchell. Jade Mitchell, left-footed shot. What a goal as she rips that one past Kellyanne Dumas. And it's 2-0 here for the Whitecaps. Jade Mitchell getting the second of the game here for the Whitecaps in the 18th minute of play. Brutal turnover there for Montreal in their own end. Bianca Paddock made them pay by finding Jade Mitchell in open space, and she made no doubt about it as she ripped the netting open with that left-footed boot. Luann going back to Medley. Medley switching play. What a boot on her, hey? That was an impressive ball across the pitch to switch play. Tora Betteridge getting it up onto the wing for Sammy Reamer. Another ball into a dangerous position. Paddock's there with an empty net. She puts that into the side netting on the wrong side of the post, unfortunately. The Whitecaps are all over Montreal here all of a sudden. In the first 15 minutes are back and forth and here and there, and ball stopped there by Bell. This is Taylor trying to slip a pass in for Quinn Johnson. Ball over the top here for Chanel, and it's going to be Nora Bell playing it into the middle, cleared by Taya Mason. Whitecaps on the counterattack. Here's Paddock with full head of steam. She's going to be closed down by Medley, and she tries to slip a pass through the wickets, and Medley closes the door. Taylor laying it off there for Bader. Whitecaps working it around the back. Betteridge. Tor Betteridge with it once again. And Duisberg back to Medley. Medley with another high lofted ball over the top, placed perfectly, and a shot in towards goal. And Montreal get one back here. It's Hossein Soku with her first of the game, 21st minute of play. And it's 2-1 for Vancouver over Montreal right now, but they're not out of it yet, that's for sure. I really like the way that Amy Medley is able to get the ball off her foot. We saw her switch play a few minutes ago on a rope and then chip that ball up into the air perfectly. And as I lumping praise onto her, she goes down to her knees over on the far side of the pitch. You hate to see this. Hopefully she just needs a drink of water. Not going to speculate as both these teams get a little quick chat from their coaches. So it's Quinn Johnson opening the scoring in the 7th minute of play before Jade Mitchell added another nail to the coffin, but then Montreal said, we're not dead yet. Getting themselves back into this game just moments ago in the 21st minute of play. And we're just finding ourselves taking a little break here. It's the National Development Center competition for 2024, presented by Top Rated. My name's Pierce Lang. We're in Mississauga, Ontario. Why would we want to be anywhere else? It's the Paramount Fine Foods Center, just off the 410. Medley's up to her feet again. Looks like she's gonna survive to see another day, thankfully. So we're back underway. Only a real 2-minute delay there, thankfully, and it looks like Medley's gonna be all right. She's actually back onto the field of play here over on that far side, and she's gonna try and make her way across here now. Glad to see that she's gonna be just fine. Kellyanne Dumas with it now for Montreal. She's going to play a ball out onto the wing here for Savannah Chanel. So Koo battling hard to win the ball back. She's going to keep it in here. She's a tough customer, and I don't know how she got away with that. Sticking a leg in there. This is Medley back in action, getting her first touch since coming back onto the pitch. Proteau getting it forward to Van Duisburg. Bader winning the ball back for the Whitecaps. Played onto the wing for Savannah Chanel, and oh, she blows a tire, and it's going to be a Whitecaps throw-in. So now to take the throw in here for Montreal. We're hoping that coach's laptop is safe after he got quite a surprise down on the end. This is Rose Proteau. Proteau getting it out onto the wing. Martineau playing it forward for Tuhoff. Tuhoff with it still, and that's a careless pass into the middle, and Quinn Johnson's going to try and make Montreal pay. Charging into the back of her was Proteau, or rather that Traeger, and the Whitecaps are going to reorganize here after getting all excited a moment ago. Bader getting control, and they're going to play it back for Vanier. Mason over the top for Quinn, or for Mitchell to chest down. Mitchell on it still, and out off of Chanel. Long throw here for Nora Bell into Johnson, and she's found the pass here. Great shot and great goal from Abby Anderson, streaking in there, rounding the keeper and making it 3-1 here in the 28th minute. The Whitecaps throwing everything forward here with reckless abandon against Montreal, overwhelming that back three at times. You have to wonder if they're going to stick to the game plan here in the second half, or they'll make some changes to the formation, because they're just being torn apart in the back when the Whitecaps push forward. Chloe Taylor getting ahead to that. Here's Taylor again with the ball. This is Silku for Tuhoff. Mitchell out onto the wing. Medley headed forward by Bader. Chance coming here for Soku, but she's offside. Through the middle to Taylor. Play read well there by Montreal. They've found Océane Blouin, but she is deemed to be offside by the assistant referee over on the far side of the pitch. And the Whitecaps will be bailed out with that call. They turned over the ball in a very dangerous position with Montreal pushing forward. That's the thing I think here. Montreal with basically 4 players in advanced positions at all times and only 3 at the back. So if the Caps can get past that first row of players, a chance there for Blouin. If the Whitecaps can get past that first line, they're finding all kinds of joy through the middle. Ball popped up into the air. So now applying pressure, but it's going to be played back to the keeper by Bader, who's way over on the right side now. Taylor with it in her feet, battling. Soku with it, getting it out to Tuhoff. Another ball in towards goal, but that's out behind the net for a Whitecaps goal kick here in the 31st minute of play. And here to Betteridge. Betteridge up to Reimer. Betteridge deep in her own end with Tuhoff closing her down. That's going to go out off of... I would have given that to the Caps because I have to imagine Tuhoff got a touch on it, but again, the assistant referee probably had a better look than I did, so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt over on that far side. Montreal carrying the Whitecaps, but they're able to clear their lines. It's going to be 2 Montreal players coming together. Ball played up, and they're looking to get it to Quinn Johnson. This is Kreger. Out wide for Van Duisburg. Kreger with it at the top of the box. Taylor getting a foot in, poking that free. Pass through the middle is deflected, and it's back to Kreger out onto the wing for Van Duisburg once again. She's charging up that right side with a full head of steam. Play switched here for Chanel, and she'll be disappointed with her touch on that play as that ball rolls out for a Whitecaps FC. Throw deep in their own end here in the 32nd minute of play. Scores 3-1. Ball into the middle, and it's Beignet getting a hand to it. Not really sure what Blouin was going for there with her hands in the air. Montreal just kind of all over the place right now. Organized chaos, I'd call it. They can't seem to really figure out what's going on. Oh my goodness. Dangerous stuff there from Sydney Beignet. Kreger turning in the middle, and Taylor got a foot in on her. Taylor and Kreger are battling. Taylor still going. Taylor looking to play a ball in for Mitchell, and out of her goal comes Dumas to scoop that one up off the turf. Ball played up for Blouin. Off the chest of Nora Bell, and Mason getting it to Taylor. Taylor gets a shove in the back from Kreger. Bell up for Paddock, but stepping up is Medley, and she's back in action now. She's feeling 100% by the looks of it. Sliding in was Bader. A shot in towards goal by Montreal, and Venier will come out of her net to make the big save. Venier getting into the game here today after we saw Sandelac in goal yesterday. Sandelac making some huge saves, probably 4 or 5 towards the end of the first half and into the second. But in the end, it was NDC Ontario coming away with a win in that one. We got a full house here, friends. Not an empty seat to be found. Coaches from across the continent, including some of the staff here from the Northern Super League. They got Halifax Tides hanging out in the Montreal end. I've got some of the AFC Toronto folk behind me now, and I saw someone lurking in the shadows wearing a Montreal Roses sweatshirt today and yesterday. Betteridge through the middle. This is Kreger. Van Duisberg. Van Duisberg trying to turn, and she'll be bodied off the ball there by Tora Betteridge. Sydney Venier just gonna stand on the ball before she lumps it up for Paddock. Medley stepping up to meet that ball with a header. And it's out for a Whitecaps throw here. 36th minute of play. Scores 3-1. Whitecaps off to an early lead in this one. This is Anderson. Anderson pushing up through the middle. She'll get it out wide for Bianca Paddock. Paddock cutting in. Paddock with the ball under her left foot, slips a pass through to Jade Mitchell. She decides to go wide for Reimer. Ball in for Quinn Johnson, and she's not able to make anything from that. Bit of a suicide pass, really, as she was in heavy traffic. Ball lofted up over the top, and you can hear Bell regretting her positioning there, but she made up for it before Chanel could get anything done. Ball through to Chloe Taylor, and Taylor's gonna try and slip a pass through there for Quinn Johnson. Chance coming here for the Caps again, and out of her goal was Dumas. Another shot in by Paddock, and Medley's there for the goal line stop. Chanel giving it back to Medley. And CF Montreal weather another storm here in the first half. 38 minutes clicked off the clock. Taylor working her way through the middle, and she's just so clever. She's gonna have to get herself back into position after the turnover, but the Whitecaps come away with it. Paddock with a left-footed shot just wide of the goal. "39th minute, Whitecaps pressing. The National Development Center competition for 2024 presented by Top Rated. Shot in towards goal, and Dumas will make that save rather easily, and she whips one out to the right side for the quick counter. Van Duisburg with it now. She's gonna play that one back for Yasmin Decombe. This is Proteau. Proteau is gonna try and get it up over Bell again. She's not falling for that one twice. Another chance coming here, and it's Abby Anderson with a shot in on Dumas, and she makes another big save to keep Montreal in this. Whitecaps all over the women from Quebec here in the first half. Could easily be 5-0 at this stage. Two huge saves in the last couple minutes by Kellyanne Dumas. Right-footed outswinger from Paddock. Chloe Taylor getting ahead to that. That's off the post. Cleared off the goal line by Medley. Paddock back on it again. Shot in from the top of the box, and that was Abby Anderson. Bader on it now, giving it back to Mason. Up over the top. Taylor's going to be seeing that one in her sleep tonight. I don't know how that stayed out of the goal. She headed that one right in off the post, and Medley was there to clear it off the line. 41 minutes have come off the clock. Whitecaps up 3, but they could have had 3 more by now. All over CF Montreal in the first half. Van Duisburg cutting back. She's going to switch play here for Chanel. Chanel bringing it down, and that's it, friends. That's your first half. Goals from Jade Mitchell, Quinn Johnson, and Abby Anderson for the Whitecaps. Hussein Soku for Montreal. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with your second half of action here from the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga. It's a top-rated National Development Center competition. My name's Pierce Lang, and I'll see you back with your second half in just a few minutes. Ready for your second half of action between CF Montreal and the Vancouver Whitecaps. Whitecaps leading this one 3-1 right now. I'll try and get you updated on any changes that have been made. It looks like number 4 Emily Wong has made her way onto the pitch for the Whitecaps. Ball pinging around, a chance here for Anderson to get a shot off, and Montreal will clear, but it's only as far as Bader. He's going to play it back for Reimer, and Betteridge with it now. Betteridge through the middle, and Whitecaps controlling the ball. Quinn Johnson up to her feet slowly there after going to ground. Chance coming here for Montreal. Ball into the middle, and it's Mason, or no, it's not Mason. That looks to be Martin who's come into the match. It is Kira Martin. So yeah, so far we can see that Wong is in for Taylor by the looks of it, and that'll be Mason out and Martin in. Martin wearing the captain's armband here for the second half. Bader working her way through a couple players, still with it. Some subs have come in here for Montreal by the looks of it as well. Looks like Sandrine Brual has come in. She'll be playing right back in place of Decombe. Betteridge trying to play a ball up the wing. Caps getting it back into play quickly, and it's Bianca Paddock bodied off the ball. This one's brought down by Quinn Johnson. Stepping up is Martin. This is Brual. Brual with it down on the touchline, tries to swing it across, and that's off the back of Sammy Reimer. It'll be Montreal with the corner kick. Right-footed ball all the way across and out through to the other side for a Whitecaps throw in deep in their own end. Wong going to ground, getting the foul for the Whitecaps, and for a Betteridge to get us back underway here in the second half. Martin finding Bader. Brual putting the ball in. She'll get another chance to practice her throw-ins. That was an awkward looking throw. I'm just going to sit here and be critical of every foul throw for the rest of the week. Don't mind me. Looks like Mia McLean Mercer has come in as well for Montreal. This is Too Hop on the right side still for Montreal, who came in and did a fantastic job on the right side for Montreal in the first half, and Sydney Vanier will get us back and underway here. Turning on the ball there for the Whitecaps is Nora Bell, who's still working away on that right side of the back line. Montreal sneaking through here. Long gets a foot to it, and finally the Whitecaps able to clear. Scanning the pitch, looking left and right is number 32 in light blue. It's Bianca Hainish, who, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe she was with NDC Ontario last season. I've been wrong before though.
Come to.
Chance here for the Caps, and that's going to be deflected and out. Shot off the boot of Kaylee Hunter. Play for NDC? Hainish? Got confirmation here from some of the AFC Toronto top brass that it was in fact correct that Hainish did play for NDC Ontario. She's at Purdue now, from what I can tell with a cursory Google search. Hunter getting it out onto the wing. Paddock with it now. Put a shot in towards goal, and Paddock getting a goal here for the Whitecaps, and they're running away with this one. Just unstoppable in transition. Everyone who started the game in the front four has got a goal now for the Caps. Spreading the joy around here. No end in sight for Sr Montreal. Yeah, it seems like if the Caps can get the ball back in the middle of the pitch, they're overrunning Montreal with numbers because Montreal had 4 players forward at all times. Sometimes 5, really, depending on how well players are tracking back. Ball into the middle and cleared from danger by Montreal. This is Hainish going in against Bader, and she'll clip her heels and Bader will go to ground. Ball in towards Dumas, and she'll deal with that. Ball into Hainish. Haley Hunter on the ball now. Hunter getting it out wide onto the wing. Charging in is number 11, Nora Bell. Here's Wong. Through to Hunter. Hunter gets around one, puts the ball into the middle, and all alone in front is number 16 in blue. And there's a reason that she was so alone. She was in fact offside. And it's 15 anyways, because 16 is Matupula. It was Abby Anderson looking for her second of the day. All through the middle, but nobody there as that rolls all the way back to Sydney Venier. Venier pumping the ball up over half. Hunter shoved from behind and unable to control. Wong with it now. Wong through the middle. Emily Wong playing a ball up for Paddock to run onto. Paddock getting a toe to it and all the way back to Dumas. And Duisburg playing a ball forward. Oof, Montreal having a hard time getting it out of their own end here. Whitecaps applying plenty of pressure. Hunter flying through the air, but she went charging in rather recklessly there to win the ball. No sympathy from the referee or from myself. Lovely effort here from CF Montreal, but it's going to be all for naught as it was in fact offside. It was Kayla Camden. back and now out onto the wing here for number 2 in navy blue. That's Hartovi. Montreal trying to stem the bleeding a little bit here, I think. Tuhoff playing a ball up. Flying in on the attack is number 7 in sky blue. That's Natel Mokbel. Try and get you updated here on these Montreal subs. Feels like I just got an understanding of who was already just out there. And here we are. Bartovi trying to play a ball up and it's deflected. Bader dispossessed. This is Hainish getting a ball into the corner for number 10. That's Leanna Tarasco. This is Hainish with it, getting the ball out wide for Brual, into the middle, headed clear by Kira Martin, and smacked across to the other side of the pitch by 17 in navy blue. That doesn't look to be right. We do not have a 17 in navy blue here. You'll have to forgive me. Got a 14. That's Zara Baines up top. Hunter on it now. Hunter is gonna use some of her ball skills over on that right side before it's poked free and out for a Whitecaps throw. Tarasco switching sides here with number 25. '25 is Flavie Boulanger. Hainish turning, finding some space in the middle. Baines is closest to her in a Whitecaps kit. And another substitution. We're in number 4 here, Juliette Perrault. Oh, goodness gracious. Boulanger trips herself and she's not going to want to watch that one. When they go to review the game tape, I'll tell you that much. Through the middle on the boot of, geez Louise, number 10 here. I'm still trying to, that's Tarasco. Get all these new players onto my sheet. Ball through the middle for Bader. Bader able to clear up onto the wing. Paddock was there. This is Baines getting it forward. Hunter's on it now. Hunter putting it into the middle for Bader to run onto, but it's picked off and the call's going to go against. It's not Bader, that's Paddock rather that. She got a foot in and tripped up 13 in Sky Blue, who is I'm sure she's someone. 13, Ines Nourani. Here's a shot in towards goal and just wide of the net. Coteau stepping up. This is Paddock once again moving in through the middle. She's found Hunter. Hunter's going to go to ground, and great bit of athleticism there from Ines Nourani to jump over Hunter as she went to ground. Paddock to take this corner kick for the Whitecaps. Caps comfortably in the lead here, 4-1. Paddock with a right-footed ball right into the middle of the pitch, and Kira Martin bangs that one in to make it 5. And she'll get rewarded for her efforts here in the second half, wearing the captain's armband. Telling her team to stay focused as they slowly trot back into their own half like they just picked up a Starbucks at Park Royal Mall, strolling about the North Shore here. Great work there by Partovi to break that up. Play switched here for Mia McLean-Mercier. She's going to get it out onto the wing for Sandrine Brual. Partovi was tripped up and she'll get the call. Sub coming in for the Caps. It looks like it's gonna be Bridget Matupula coming in. It was McLean-Mercier going to ground. Charging up the pitch here is Ines Nourani. Bader going to ground, Wong getting it forward to Hunter. Hunter is going to track back and give Matupula her first touch of the game. She's going to Engage the keeper, Sydney Vanier. Betteridge back out wide for Matupula. Matupula goes to ground and she'll get the call. Martin's pass picked off here by Perreault. Martin gets a foot in again. This is Bruwalt. Back for McLean-Mercier. Proteau over onto the wing for Nourani. Bader with it now, left-footed ball into the box, and Hunter goes flying in. Big save again from Dumas. She's had to make probably 4 or 5 huge saves here to keep things close for Montreal. Searching pass picked off by Betteridge. She's going to go to ground and get the call as it was Kayla Candem getting a foot in and taking her down.
Thank you.
Partovi getting it back into Bader, and Partovi with it again. Abby Anderson working her way down the left side. Hanish working hard to get out of a dangerous spot there, and it looks like we've got a player down here for Montreal. I think it's Nourani. Medical staff going to be called out onto the pitch here as she looks to be winded. Looks like Nourani's gonna have to come out of the game here for a brief moment in time at the very least. Whitecaps are raring to go. Looks like Nourani's got a bit of an upset stomach. Don't know if she'll have to be kept out of the game here because of it. This is Proteau. She was trying to get the ball to Perreault. Chance here for Hunter, low hard shot, and that's gonna go just wide of the post, and it was tipped by a defender. They're calling a goal kick here. Whitecaps players as confused as I am. Dumas getting it in quickly here to McLean-Mercier. Abby Anderson playing the ball out. That was one awful throw in there from Proto trying to deal with Hunter there, and looks like Montreal are still down a player. This is not what they need right now. Vancouver been all over them already. Simply weathering the storm here is not going to cut it, as they are down 4 goals. Looks like Medley is going to come back in place of Narani. Looks like Nora Bell's come back into the match for the Whitecaps as well. Playing a little more of an advanced role. And great run there, and a shot in towards goal off the boot of Liana Tarasco. Very well read play, but just no finish there from Montreal. They looked like they were still in it when it was 2-1, but just unable to keep anything under control here. Martin getting a foot in, still bouncing around. Montreal trying to figure out what to do here now that they're in the Vancouver end, and it's Dumas with it. Wall brings it down, but it's going to be Martin getting a touch onto it. Perot gets it in.
I heard the true word.
There we go. Now we fix that.
This is you and
I need to see. Oh, thanks. You'll see me again soon. Hey. I'm cheering for me now, not you.
I know.
Matupula playing it forward for Kaylee Hunter. Kaylee Hunter now with it on the far side, and her pass is deflected out by Medley. Matupula to take the throw here. Kaylee Hunter losing the ball there, and McLean Mercier gives it back to Dumas. Matupula turning on the ball. This is Tarasco playing it back. Montreal will try and reorganize here. Hunter doing a great job. Trying to find the word there for when your name defines what it is you do, because Hunter was hunting, but it'll come to me probably before I go to sleep here. Nominative determination was what I was looking for. I've read a book before, trust me. I knew that. Bader's gonna get the call as the referee helps her up to her feet. Kira Martin. Betteridge gets it out wide to Matupula. Matupula is going to win the ball back here for the Caps, getting it to Emily Wong. Wong past Perot. Medley getting it forward. Matupula intercepting another pass, and Montreal just really struggling to connect more than 2 passes at any given time. Bader popping it up into the air. Montreal going back again. It's McLean-Mercier to Perot. Poitot over the top. Offside, just... Maybe it's a little late in the day, maybe it's too early. You tell me. Montreal just struggling here this afternoon against the Caps. Surprisingly, too, their junior team looked so strong in that first game. They're just disorganized here. Hard to really get any continuity as well, as they've brought in at least 9 subs by my count. So in essence, showcasing their squad. Kira Martin turning, getting it out wide. Artovi through to Hunter. Martin's gonna play it back for Betteridge. All lofted up over the top, and McLean-Mercier with it. Hunter again, hunting away. Ball through to Baines, and chance there for Abby Anderson, and ball was just a little bit behind her. This is Tarasco trying to slip a pass through for Camden, and coming out of her goal was Vanier. Hunter on the far side. She gets a shove in the back, but keeps possession. She's gonna get the call there. A little bit of complaining from Tarasco. I'm not sure who she thinks she is. Trying to get away with that shove from the back and thinking she's going to get away with it. This is Tora Betteridge. Bader's got Abby Anderson, and Bader receives it again. She's going to play it to her right. Hunter chasing that one down, trying to win the ball back. That's it, folks. That's your game. 5-1, your final score. Goals coming from Kira Martin to round things up, but before her, it was Bianca Paddock, Abby Anderson, Quinn Johnson, and Jade Mitchell. The lone goal for CF Montreal came from Hossein Sokou in the first half. That's it. That's your last game of the day here from Paramount Fine Foods Center in Mississauga, Ontario. My name's Pierce Lang. This has been your top-rated National Development Center competition. We'll be back tomorrow with a couple more showcase games, and then it'll be Montreal taking on NDC Ontario in the junior and senior games for the National Development Center competition. My name's Pierce Lang. It was a pleasure to be here with you, and we'll see you tomorrow.